Africa's youngest president, Ibrahim Traoré, has been honoring his pledge to improve living conditions for his people and transform Burkina Faso ever since taking office as an interim leader of the nation. He has already started and completed a number of development projects in addition to continuing earlier initiatives that were started before he came to office. Ibrahim gained notoriety a few months ago and has since garnered significant media attention due to his candid demeanor, commitment to wearing the military uniform everywhere he goes, and his style of greeting peers and coworkers. Although he may not be liked by everyone else, particularly in France, Burkinabés adore him. We will count down 7 initiatives in this video that Ibrahim Traoré either started or plans to continue. Please subscribe and enable notifications if you're new to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos. 1. The Ouagadougou Airport construction. Burkina Faso's Ouagadougou Airport is a project for airport construction. For the purpose of building the new airport, the government of Burkina Faso obtained loans totaling $61.8 million from the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development and the West African Development Bank. $51.5 million will be provided by the West African Development Bank for the project's equipment acquisitions, road construction, water systems, emergency services facilities, and technical building construction. $10.3 million will be provided by the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development for the erection of administrative buildings. The airport project is expected to have a total economic impact of 420 million euros. The construction is anticipated to generate up to 5,000 direct and indirect jobs. A captive solar plant and storage system will meet 80% of the airport's electricity needs. The project is overseen by Maîtrise d'Ouvrage de l'Aéroport de Danson, MOAD. Ouagadougou Airport will be replaced by the new airport. On January 3, 2023, Burkina Faso's transitional president, Ibrahim Traoré, declared that the Ouagadougou Danson Airport project's contracts would be suspended while an evaluation was conducted. On December 30, 2022, a structure that was still under construction at the airport collapsed, leaving 6 people injured and 7 people dead. Since then, work on the airport has continued, and when it is finished, Burkina Faso will never be the same. 2. The modernization of all Burkina Faso roads. Despite being wealthy in mineral resources, Burkina Faso has always battled with an inadequate road network, which is why there has been a lot of resentment. The country is still among the poorest on the continent. But Ibrahim Traoré has carried on where his predecessor left off by funding road building and rehabilitation initiatives to raise the standard and connectedness of the country's road system. This covers building new roads, enlarging existing ones, and converting unpaved roads to paved ones. Additionally, essential to regional economic facilitation, cross-border roadways link Burkina Faso with its neighbors. In Burkina Faso, some of the road development projects that are presently under progress are the Ouagadougou Bobo Dioulasso Highway, Kupela Fada Nogorma Road, and the Boromo Bogo Dioulasso Highway. Paved roads will be built as part of these initiatives to improve trade and transportation in the area. The actual work being done on the ground makes it very evident how far things have come in a short amount of time. The roads were narrow, dangerous, and in poor condition before. However, because of Captain Ibrahim Traoré's dedication, this reality has drastically altered. Over 70 kilometers of roads have been created in only 9 months, and more are being planned to ease river crossings and promote traffic within the context of economic development. 3. Various programs for entrepreneurship. Terrorist attacks have been a problem for Burkina Faso in recent years, endangering its stability and impeding its economic development. A program has been started to increase resilience through the creation of community-owned companies in order to solve this problem. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the interim president of Burkina Faso, recently introduced a community entrepreneurship initiative aimed at promoting the nation's inclusive growth. The initiative is to foster the establishment of neighborhood companies that specialize in the manufacturing, processing, and marketing of regional goods and industries including mining, agriculture, and industry. It will also support the creation of employment possibilities for youth. APIC, a community entrepreneurship development organization, is in charge of the initiative. The people of Burkina Faso shall be the only owners of the community companies that are established. Finance Minister Abubakar Nakabo stated, "We firmly believe that this community shareholding approach is an effective alternative for meeting the economic, social, and political challenges we face." The program will begin with Sofato, a producer of tomato paste, expanding to encompass 2 new processing plants, according to APEC. Other initiatives include a central purchasing office for regional produce and an agricultural mechanization and intensification project that aims to generate 1 million direct jobs in 2 years. Subscriptions begin at 15,000 CFA francs, which includes 10,000 CFA francs for the purchase of shares and 5,000 CFA francs for registering at the Scoop K. All Burkinabe, both domestically and internationally, are eligible to subscribe and buy an infinite number of shares. 4. Projects using renewable energy. In an effort to diversify its energy sources, Burkina Faso has been actively exploring renewable energy projects. With the arrival of Ibrahim Traoré, the capacity of this project has been increased under rigorous monitoring in order to expand access to electricity and encourage sustainable development. With so much sunshine in the nation, solar energy is a special focus. The government has put in place programs like the Yelin Rural Electrification Project, which intends to give rural populations access to solar-powered small grids and household systems. Large-scale solar power plants have also been built. One such example is the 33-megawatt Zagtouli Solar Power Plant. Burkina Faso is also looking at biomass and biogas projects that use agricultural waste to produce energy. Small-scale hydropower projects are utilizing the nation's hydropower potential. The financing and execution of these renewable energy projects have been greatly aided by financial support and international collaboration from institutions such as the African Development Bank and the World Bank. These programs help Burkina Faso achieve sustainable economic growth, lessen its reliance on fossil fuels, mitigate climate change, and increase access to power. 5. Sandini Dam. To support the nation's strategic goals, the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, AVFD, provided $10 million for the construction of the Sandini Dam in Burkina Faso. The finance project is a component of the Sandini Basin Development Initiative, which attempts to enhance living conditions and encourage sustainable growth in rural regions by strengthening Burkina Faso's food security system and agricultural sector. The project's scope included building a 2.9 megawatt power plant and a 2,900 meter long, 23.9 meter high earth dam that could store 1 billion cubic meters of water. To restore 1,500 hectares of arable land in the dam's basin, irrigation infrastructure will also be installed as part of the works. In the long run, the Sandini Dam project, which was constructed in accordance with the strictest international standards, will improve food security, give rural residents a means of subsistence, and raise both the amount and quality of agricultural output. Even so, Ibrahim Traoré did not start this project. He has contributed to the project's advancement. 6. Projects related to rural and agricultural development. In order to increase food security, encourage sustainable farming methods, and improve the standard of living for rural residents, Burkina Faso has been conducting agricultural and rural development programs. These initiatives seek to address issues like the effects of climate change, restricted market access, and low agricultural output. Campaigns include advancing contemporary farming methods like conservation, enhancing soil fertility, managing water, and increasing food yields through agriculture and agroforestry. Building and renovating infrastructure for water gathering and irrigation helps lessen the effects of drought and sustain agriculture throughout the year. Enhancing rural infrastructure, such as building and maintaining rural roads, marketplaces, and storage facilities, is the major goal of rural development projects. By facilitating transportation, lowering post-harvest losses, and connecting farmers to markets, these initiatives increase farmers' income and economic prospects. Moreover, farmers who participate in capacity-building programs receive technical assistance and training, gaining knowledge and skills in sustainable farming methods, money management, and entrepreneurship. These programs are funded by bilateral donors, national institutions, and international organizations, who also share information and provide technical assistance. These projects in agriculture and rural development help Burkina Faso achieve its goals of increasing food production, decreasing poverty, and fostering sustainable rural livelihood. 7. Sanitation and water initiatives. In order to address the issues of water scarcity, inadequate sanitation facilities, and poor hygiene habits, Burkina Faso has been implementing water and sanitation initiatives. These programs seek to increase access to potable water and encourage greater personal cleanliness, especially in rural regions. In order to provide communities with safe drinking water, projects involve the building and renovation of water supply infrastructure, such as piped water networks and boreholes. In order to improve sanitation standards, sanitary infrastructure projects concentrate on constructing latrines, public restrooms, and wastewater management systems. Additionally, programs to promote good hygiene practices, such as hand washing and waste management, raise awareness of these habits. Financial and technical support for these projects has been provided by international organizations such as the World Bank and UNICEF. These water and sanitation projects help to lower the prevalence of waterborne illnesses, boost public health, and raise Burkina Faso's standard of living in general. Ibrahim Traoré has vowed to use every resource at his disposal to revolutionize Burkina Faso, and in just a few months as president, the changes are already evident. We'll update you on his accomplishments. I appreciate you seeing this video. To ensure you don't miss any of our videos, kindly subscribe to the channel and enable notifications if you liked the video.